This was the 300th time she celebrated her father's 52nd birthday. Every night, she prepared the exact same cake. She waited for her father to blow out the candles in one breath. Then she said the same line.
And you don't look a day over 25.
After that, she gave him the same gift, a VHS tape of The Sixth Sense. Then she made the same suggestion.
When I'm done doing the dishes, do you guys want to watch it?
Her father and brother answered together, exactly like yesterday.
Sure.
Then the three of them sat in front of the TV, like actors following a rehearsed script. For the 300th time, they watched the entire movie. Her father was so sleepy he could barely keep his eyes open. Her brother could practically recite the plot from memory, but Lucy watched with total focus. Just like the first time, she still jumped at the scary scenes, because for Lucy, this really was the first time. The truth is, that sunny weekend last year was her father's real 52nd birthday. They had driven out to the countryside with music blasting, planning to pick pineapples for him. It was a family tradition, but suddenly, a cow ran into the road. The accident that followed changed Lucy's life forever. Her father broke several ribs. Lucy suffered a severe brain injury. From that day on, every time she fell asleep, her memory reset. Her life became trapped in the same day, repeating again and again.
But happy birthday.
Love you, sis.
Her father and brother could not bear to tell Lucy the truth. So every night after Lucy went upstairs to sleep, they rushed to reset everything. They threw away the leftover cake. They rewrapped the birthday present. They placed a copy of last year's Sunday newspaper on the table. And of course, they made sure the pineapple was there. Even the body wash had to be measured carefully with a dropper. Finally, they restored everything Lucy had worked on during the day. Day after day, her father and brother carefully protected Lucy's world. Lucy never noticed anything strange. Even the owner of the small diner had grown used to the girl, who came in every morning and ordered the exact same breakfast. Lucy's life might have continued like this forever, but then Henry appeared. A flash of sunlight reflected off something and caught his eye. When he looked closer, he saw a cute girl cutting waffles into pieces and stacking them into a tiny tower. Then she poured hot cocoa inside. Just like that, a creative little breakfast was finished. Lucy smiled in satisfaction, and Henry could not help smiling too. Henry had almost forgotten what it felt like to fall for someone. He worked as an animal keeper at a marine park, but every woman who had ever dated Henry seemed to say the same thing.
I met this guy. It was the best week of my life.
But he was so sweet.
Henry was a charming playboy. He could win over almost any woman in 10 minutes. Any type, any country, any background. But the moment things started getting serious, he always walked away. He never allowed himself to fall too deeply for anyone. Most people thought Henry was simply a heartless flirt, but the truth was different. It all started with his college girlfriend. Her unbelievable betrayal completely shattered his heart. From that moment on, Henry stopped believing in love. He never chose to see the same woman twice, but the next day, for reasons he could not explain, he found himself walking back into that diner. Maybe he would see Lucy again. And sure enough, she was there. Henry sat down across from her, awkwardly trying to get her attention. Lucy ordered the same breakfast, waffles and hot cocoa. She built a little waffle house, but she could not get the front door to stand up. Henry suddenly had an idea. He grabbed a toothpick from the table and stuck it into the waffle like a doorframe. Instant support. The house stood perfectly. It worked. Lucy immediately became curious about him.
I'm Lucy.
Yes, I'm Henry Roth. Nice to meet you.
Just as Henry was about to leave, Lucy surprised him. She invited him to join her for breakfast, so the two of them sat together. Lucy noticed something interesting. She smelled fish on Henry's hands. Henry quickly apologized and said he would wash them. Most people hated that smell, but Lucy was different. Her father and brother were fishermen. To her, that smell meant only one thing. Her family had come home safely.
And they smell just like your hands. It's the best smell in the world.
Lucy loved marine life, and Henry worked at a marine park. Naturally, the conversation flowed easily. They talked for hours. By the time they noticed, it was already noon. Lucy reluctantly stood up. She had to go. Today was her father's birthday. Her family was heading to the countryside to pick pineapples. Before leaving, Lucy invited Henry to breakfast again tomorrow. Henry agreed without even thinking. He had not felt this happy in a long time. Lucy felt the same. She even started dancing a little as she walked away. Then a truck in the middle started moving. Only then did she notice Henry dancing on the other side too. Their eyes met. The moment was awkward, but sweet.
I had a bee on me.
All right.
He was a big one.
Even later, while playing golf, Henry could not stop thinking about Lucy. He imagined her standing on the beach in a swimsuit, waiting for him. Breakfast was no longer enough. He wanted something more romantic. But suddenly, Henry realized the danger. He could not fall in love again, and he definitely should not return to that diner. Yet somehow, the next morning, he walked right back through the door. That day it was pouring rain. The diner was almost empty, but Lucy still arrived right on time, even in terrible weather. She kept her promise. Henry excitedly greeted her, but Lucy looked confused. She had no idea who he was.
What? I'm just joking around because of what we talked about yesterday.
Yesterday,
I've never even met you.
Lucy thought he was a creep. She started shouting for help. Henry had no idea what was happening. Luckily, the diner owner had seen everything. She dragged Henry outside and told him the story of the accident. The accident that happened 1 year earlier. Henry could hardly believe it. It sounded exactly like the kind of excuse he used when dumping women. But this time, it was real. In a strange way, Lucy and Henry were both living in the past. Lucy could not remember. Henry could not forget.
Lucy does the same thing every day.
Doctors believed her memory would probably never recover, but Henry refused to accept that. He believed Lucy could fall for him again, and again, and again. Days later, Lucy was once again building her Waffle House. Henry tried the same trick with the toothpick, but this time Lucy frowned.
Oh, are you from a country where it's okay to stick your fingers all over someone else's food?
No, I'm from this country.
Henry froze. He was completely speechless. The exact same move. Yet this time, Lucy had zero interest in him. The next day, Henry tried again. He remembered Lucy loved drawing, so he showed her a sketch he had made. But before he could finish explaining it, Lucy told him to leave. On the third day, Henry tried something dramatic. He pretended he could not read and started crying loudly in the diner. Everyone turned to look. Soft-hearted Lucy walked over to help him, with Lucy patiently teaching him, and Henry putting on the performance of his life. It took an entire morning for him to learn how to read. That was when Henry discovered Lucy was an art teacher. Finally, Lucy began warming up to him again. Before leaving, Lucy looked at him expectantly. Henry knew exactly what would happen if he continued, but at the last moment, he turned and walked away. Lucy could not understand it. She asked why he tried so hard to talk to her, even pretending to be illiterate, yet never asked for her phone number. She felt completely played. She was furious. Then Henry realized the truth. Lucy had seen through his terrible acting. From the very beginning, she had simply gone along with it. Henry immediately jumped into his car and chased after her. But the diner owner had already called Lucy's father, so when Henry knocked on the door, Lucy's father immediately threw him out. He told Henry to stay away from his daughter, because Lucy would forget everything tomorrow. She could never stay in love with someone, and Henry would only end up hurting her.
Give us a break. Just stay away from the Hookie Loud Cafe. My daughter's been through enough.
Henry had no choice but to agree. From an outsider's point of view, anything he did would look like he was taking advantage of Lucy. But Henry's co-worker had another idea. Henry could keep his promise not to return to the diner, but nothing stopped him from meeting Lucy somewhere else, like the road she passed every morning. Henry parked his car by the roadside and pretended his battery had died. He asked Lucy for a jump start. He knew Lucy was kind. She would never refuse. But something unexpected happened while connecting the cables.
Can't believe you fell for that.
Strangely enough, Lucy laughed, and once again, Henry had her attention. After that day, Henry went all in. He dressed like a construction worker and stopped Lucy in the pouring rain. He told her he had just eaten breakfast too, and that he also liked building waffle houses. Lucy looked at him with surprise.
What's your name? Hi, I'm Henry.
The third time, Henry even asked his friend for help. His friend pretended to be a victim of a roadside robbery, but things took an unexpected turn. Lucy ran out with a baseball bat and chased the guy down the street. Even so, Henry managed to start another conversation. Finally, on the fourth attempt, Lucy's father and brother appeared. Lucy's father invited Henry to watch something. Lucy was painting and singing loudly. It was a special song that belonged only to Lucy's parents. When Lucy's mother was still alive, she always hummed that song whenever Lucy's father went out to sea. She believed it would bring him home safely. Now something strange was happening. Every time Lucy met Henry, she would go home and start singing that song, even though she forgot him the next day. That was when Lucy's father realized something. Henry might not be a bad person after all. But Henry asked him one question. Lucy would continue to grow older. What would happen decades later when she woke up one morning, looked into the mirror, and realized she had aged 20 or 30 years overnight? Could she handle that? Lucy's father quietly admitted something. He was terrified of that day. The next morning, Lucy found a parking ticket on her car. She was confused. Her registration should still be valid for 7 months, but the officer insisted it had expired 5 months ago. Lucy did not believe him. She grabbed a newspaper from the stand, but the date did not match the one in her memory. A terrible feeling spread through her chest. Lucy rushed to the newsstand and opened it frantically. Only then did she realize the truth. Time had moved on. When Lucy rushed home in panic, her father immediately knew. The secret was finally exposed. Lucy stared at the closet. It was filled with stacks of Sunday newspapers. She could not believe it. In Hawaii, the seasons barely change. If no one had told her, she might never have noticed. Lucy ran toward the long pier. At that moment, she felt like Truman, discovering the truth about his entire world. Except Truman could fight his way out. Lucy could not. She was trapped inside the same day forever. After the accident, Lucy had been in a coma for 3 months. Simply waking up was already a miracle, but Lucy still refused to believe it. In the end, she begged to hear the truth from the doctor himself. Her father quietly said,
You have heard it, sweetie, many times.
over the past 300 days, Lucy had already discovered discovered the truth more than once. Then her father told her something shocking, a secret that could change the rest of her life. Want to know what happens next? Follow me. I'll bring you the rest of the story very soon.